Hi, this is Julie with Beadaholique, and this video is a combination of a show and tell video for these really fun large size ImpressArt metal stamps. And then I also want to show you how to turn them into a project. So I'm going to do a how-to on how to make a pretty little delicate necklace using silver-filled stamping blanks and a silver-filled necklace chain that's all ready to go. So I'm going to start by showing you the different stamps available, and then I'm going to make this necklace. So you'll notice that these are 6mm and 7mm in size, and their actual size is this little inset photo right here. So very nice, large size, easy to see. So we've got a hand outline, a foot outline, equality sign, male symbol, female symbol, a sprinkle pattern, pistol, rectangle, light bulb, horizontal lines and diagonal lines, pretty paisley design, the Zuni bear, Indian head, vertical lines, circle, a fancy and wording, cocopelli, the arrowhead, crossed arrows, thunderbird, cactus, triangle, a stick bride and a stick groom. Now these are 7mm. They're a little bit larger than the others, which have all been 6mm. Girl profile, a boy profile, brick pattern, Greek key, recycle sign, and the infinity symbol. And the final one is the fancy ampersand, which is what I'm going to use for this project. So these are very nice, heavy-duty stamps, and you'll see that it's got a nice size design, which you can see right here. And I'll show you right now how to use them. So like I mentioned, I'm going to be using silver-filled components. So I have a silver-filled 11mm stamping blank, a 4mm 22 gauge open jump ring, it too is silver-filled, and a 16-inch delicate silver-filled pre-made chain. So a very easy project. You'll note that I have some vintage onyx patina right here, and that's to help to bring out the design. So we're going to fill it in with a little bit of patina. And then, of course, the metal stamp. Now, in terms of the tools you're going to need is either a paintbrush for the patina, or, if you just have a scrap piece of wire, that will do as well. A couple chain nose pliers to open that jump ring. You're going to need a dry paper towel. And it's not a bad idea to have a wet paper towel around as well. It's not soaking, it's just damp. A glove when you're using the patina, a metal bench block, and a brass hammer. This is a 1-pound metal stamping hammer by ImpressArt. So without further ado, I want to show you how to do this. I'm going to clear some of these things away just so I have a little bit better reach. So we're going to do our stamping first. Now I'm going to show you the motion I'm going to do, and then I'm going to need to pull this closer to me so I can look over the top to make sure I have my stamp centered. So you'll note you're going to want your hole up at the top facing away from you, and then the lettering is going to be facing towards you so that your stamp is upright in the correct position. And what you want to do is you want to center this on your stamp, at least for this particular project. So what's nice is it's a round base, so I'm going to line it up with the round circumference of my stamping blank. Now I am going to line it up in the center, look over the top to make sure I am centered, and then I'm going to give it a nice whack with the hammer. I'm going to try to do it in one whack. And like I mentioned, I do need to pull this towards me so that I can actually see what I'm doing and line it up. Excuse my hair. Happy with how I have it lined up? Okay. And we made a nice imprint. So I'm going to show you what it looks like right now. If I move it towards the light, you'll be able to see a little bit better. And then here's what it looks like filled in. So I'm going to show you how to do that. So go ahead, take your paper towel, and I'm going to actually just tear off a little corner. I'm going to set it down on there. Shake up your patina. And if you have a Post-it or scrap piece of paper, you'll want to use that to put your patina on, but I didn't pull that, so I'm just going to put on the paper towel. Do note the paper towel is going to absorb it though. That's not necessarily ideal, but it works. And I want to put a glove on. Now I'm going to take my patina and I'm just going to put it over the top of the lettering. And you'll notice I'm not being particularly neat. I just want to make sure I cover where that indent is from the metal stamp. Now I'm not going to let it dry. I'm just going to now go ahead and rub the dry paper towel over it, wiping away the excess. I'm just kind of rubbing over the top. And this is where the wet one comes in handy too. So I don't want to put the wet paper towel over my actual stamp. I just want to clean up the edges. There we go. You can see it shows up much better now. Now, also note that the cover here shows that this fancy ampersand has that nice outline to it, which is what you see here. Whereas some of these have more of a solid pattern to them. Actually, the male symbol is a good example. So you see how that's solid, whereas this one has a nice outline. So do note when you're picking these out on the website to pay attention to what type of design it is, because that's what you're going to be getting. So I love that outline, but if you want the solid, pick out a stamp that has more of a solid line work to it. So let's turn this really quickly into a necklace. So I'm just going to take my 2 pairs of chain nose pliers. I'm going to open my jump ring. So if you're not familiar with how to do that, you just grip it from either side and the actual opening of the jump ring is up top there. And twist. We're going to slide on our stamping blank and we're just going to slide on our chain. Of course, you can do the same project with all different shaped stamping blanks as well as other types of chain. You can do brass, you can do sterling, you can do a whole bunch of different things. But just like that, we created a really pretty and very delicate, easy to make necklace. You can find all these different stamps as well as the supplies to do a project with them at Beadaholique.com.